Well, hello there. This is Virtual Chess Noob learning and having fun with chess. Today, a little bit of a different video. I just recently discovered a really cool app called ChessCam. So let's have a look. It's a website. It's also available as an Android app, though I think it's better working through the website. What it does is it allows you to record a video, so using a camera or your mobile phone, of an over-the-board game, so on a real board, 3D pieces, and then you feed the video of that recording into the website service. I think it all runs on your machine, doesn't get sent through ChessCam servers, and basically it uses a vision tech to process the video and turns what it can see on the board into a PGN. Now that's potentially really cool, because sometimes when I go out and about and I play an over-the-board game with a friend, I like to get the PGN. Historically, I've taken an electronic chessboard with me, but it might be nice sometimes to bring a silicone board, tournament-sized pieces. It packs up much more in a compact way compared to an electronic chessboard, and yet nonetheless be able to turn that into a PGN. So I decided to give it a go, decided to give it a test. I think the software is still pretty early. Let's go take a look. Alright, so I'm going to record two quick sample games, 3 cameras. The main camera is a Fujifilm X-S20. I've also got my mobile phone, Galaxy S24 Ultra, and also a small action camera, DJI Osmo Action 3. First game, I'm going to play the Von Hennig Gambit against the Caro-Kann. There we go, Bishop to C4. And very tricky queen trap, so very tricky line, so they defend their advanced pawn. I challenge it with the F pawn, capture back now with my knight, and very commonly black tries to pin the knight to the queen, but knight jumps forward, oh no, my queen, and if they're greedy and capture, bishop captures the F7 pawn. Checkmate. Very, very nice. Second game, it's going to be for black, and England gambit against the queen's pawn opening. Accepted. A knight now to attack that forward e5 pawn. Naturally white defends the pawn, but now queen to e7, attacking again. They try to defend with their bishop, makes a lot of sense, but the queen goes to b5. That was always its intention. Now queen captures the b7 pawn. They now try to trap the queen, makes sense, it doesn't work because a dark square bishop now pins that bishop. Queen tries to unpin, but now bishop captures bishop, attacking the queen. Queen now takes the bishop, looks like it's going to be a queen trade, but it hangs, back rackmate, queen c1, checkmate. Alright, now so I've got 3 video clips. I'm going to go to this new service, ChessCam. Let's go take a look. Now firstly, I've cut the video files using this little app. You can see, so game 1, game 2, game 1, game 2, for each of the 3 camera recordings. Now let's just move that out of the way, upload. So I used the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra elevator to try to get the best view. There we go. Now you click to find corners. It sort of locates where the corners of the board should be, and hopefully if we run it, there we go, it should detect the moves of the pieces. 1e4, c6, there we go. It's actually pretty cool when you see this in action. So obviously uses some sort of vision recognition tech. You can run it faster, but I find that the app is a little bit temperamental. I'm a patient person, reasonably powerful computer running at so 1 times seems to give the best results, most accurate results. But as we'll see, even then it causes a bit of a problem. And you can see game's just about ended. There we go, mate. Video finished. Now if we copy the PGN, let's just paste it onto a notepad. You can see the final 2 moves. Bishop captures a queen on d1, and the mating move is not in the PGN. It's a little bit disappointing. let's have a look at the second file, second video clip. So there we go. So this one is of the England Gambit complex trap. So, it does pretty well at the beginning. So d4, e5, England Gambit, captures. Now knight to c6, knight f3, queen e7. So everything here seems to be detected all right. Here we go. Queen b4, check. However, you will see now there's a bit of a problem. Here everything's okay, but in this position, it needs to detect queen d2. It did. However, after captures, you'll notice it's not detected, and the logic now bumps white to having made a. We'll see it once we copy the PGN. It's pasted. You can see it reckons that white played queen d3, which was not the correct move. So for some reason, it sort of detected a correct move and then it didn't. So a little bit disappointing. So not 100% accurate, but did sort of get most of the moves. Now let's have a look at the sort of wide angle view. So this was using I think it's a 13mm lens I've got on my Fujifilm camera, and you can see it can't detect the board. So on that wide view doesn't work. What about the DJI? So very wide angle view. Again, if you sort of do the auto detect, it doesn't do it correctly, but you can manually move the detection points. And basically you move those spots to the corners. And let's run it. And surprisingly, it was able to detect it. You can see it sort of detects where the board is. Now, this did surprise me, and it did sort of impress me, because obviously you can see the view is quite distorted because of the wide angle and a relatively low angle of the camera. And the question is, will it detect the last two moves? You'll remember last time so the knight now jumps forward, but does it detect bishop captures queen? Yes, it did. Bishop captures d1. And does it detect the mate? Yes, it does. You can see it does detect bishop captures f7 mate. Let's see, copy it into the text file. You can see it's got the entire line. So, bit temperamental, but it worked for this case. So there we go. Very interesting to me that it seemed to work better on my DJI Osmo Action 3, the small action camera, rather than the overhead shot which I set up with my mobile phone. Not sure why. I think the software is a little bit buggy, but better because the action camera is actually what I normally use to record my my over the board out and about shots of the chessboard anyway. Now, earlier in the year, I actually got in contact with the people who made this device, Clio Alpha. So they haven't put it on Kickstarter yet. I'm not sure if they ever will. It's a bunch of Australian engineers, and I really want this device to exist, but it doesn't seem like it's been sort of put out a prototype yet. It's basically a device with an inbuilt camera that you put next to a board. It will view the board and record that game, turn it into a PGN using sort of vision recognition. So basically the same thing as what this software suite is doing, but built into a specific device. So really cool. Clio Lite, I think now they're calling it Clio Alpha. I think it'd be really cool if they can make this happen. But, and this is where I first became interested in it. Now, these are some people, it's a bunch of Australians. But, while we're waiting for a device like this to come out, maybe it won't, you could try this ChessCam service. Give it a go. Tell me what you think. Is it something you'll be using to try to record some games? Let me know.